Welcome to LSC Tactical, guys. Today we are going to be covering compensators. You may be asking, why are we covering compensators? I already know everything there is about compensators. Well, I don't think that everybody knows everything that has to be had about a compensator. There are a few things we're going to cover in today's video. One of the first things we're going to cover is what to expect when using a compensator on your pistol. And this comes from the extent of not necessarily, the ins and outs of how it affects how it affects the pistol or firearm in general, but has more about to do what to expect from kind of like the negative side of things, which will be covered later in the video. So I'm not going to get too deep into that right now. One of the other things that are going to be covered is I'm going to compare. You're going to see me shoot you're going to see me shoot two pistols. This pistol right here is you're going to see the compensator I had on it before, which is one that had side porting on the side, as well as as well as the port on the top. And then you're also going to see the new compensator that I have on the P365 now, which is one with only top ports. And I will go over that in the video, what I think about it after I shoot it. However, I will tell you right from the jump, I like shooting this compensator more than my other one because I don't have the back pressure from that concussion that occurs out in front of the gun. So you're going to hear me explain all of that. The pistols in the video that we're going to be covering are going to be this P365 and, of course, my favorite, my Staccato P. The reason that I'm going to be using these two pistols is mainly because I do not have a small compact pistol for concealability. The reason why I do not have a small compact pistol, such as like one of the small P365s or, anything that is like a 3-inch barrel, solely a 3-inch barrel stock, or even 3.5-inch for that matter, is because I do not like short-barreled pistols. I prefer all of my pistols to be as close to 4 inches or longer as possible, and I'm not keen on small grips. So it takes a little bit more to conceal, yes, but it is doable. So that's why I'm going to be using these two pistols. So you'll get to see kind of like it's not the best 2011 out on the market. However, it is a very good 2011, so you'll get to see how a more, I'll just call it a high-end duty pistol performs up against more of like a concealable. It's a 3.1-inch threaded with a compensator P365. And with that, let's get right into the video. Well, hello there. You may be wondering what I am doing with this piece of paper. You also could not be wondering what I'm doing with this piece of paper. Nevertheless, I'm going to show you what this piece of paper is for. Not everybody realizes that when they get a compensator, that they may or may not enjoy shooting it. And there's a reason for that. Compensators on rifles are much nicer than they are on pistols. And the reason why that is because the blast is much closer to your face. So, out of this is my compensated P365. I'll let you take a look at that. We got side and top ports. So the reason why I have this here is because I wanted to take we're not going to start with this one. I'm going to take and put this compensator like this against this piece of paper. So that way you can see that, see the blast, not necessarily see it, but see the effects of the blast that comes out of the pistol. So we have a non-compensated pistol right here. For the most part, everything in this thing is stock except for the extended slide release. Okay, so when I'm right here, I'm going to put one right into the berm. We're going to be right up against it. So as you can see, when you fire a pistol, which everybody realizes, there's a blast that comes off of the pistol, out of the barrel. And that comes from the pressure and the black powder that's got to blow up and push the projectile out of the barrel. So here's something to notice. All that black powder went forward, and we had obviously some concussion right here in front of the barrel. However, all of that is moving forward, as you can see from this sheet of paper. So let's do this. We're going to take 3 sheets of paper. I'm going to staple these here. All right. So let's take this right here. We're going to put it right beside. All right. Here we have it. So as you can see, that blast did not go through this piece of paper, these 3 pieces of paper. So let's take a compensated, put this back in the hole. Let's take a compensated pistol and put those ports right up here. All right, so you can see here that we have 2 completely different results. From the first picture that you saw of the paper, you saw that everything was moving forward, that black powder was all going this way. Well, as you can see here from this shot, not all of it, but a large amount of that pressure goes this direction, which is why when we shot the staccato, this paper did not go that direction. So all of this kind of just to show you that there is a concussion that leaves these ports, because they are directing gases in different directions, to be able to keep this front end of this barrel a little bit more stable. It makes it a little bit more enjoyable shooting from a recoil standpoint. However, whenever you're shooting pistols that are compensated, because you have less recoil, it makes it a little bit more enjoyable to shoot in the hands. It can make it less enjoyable to shoot here. And the reason why I say that is, I don't know if I have a way to show you, but basically when you are shooting your pistol, you have all of this concussion now occurring right in front of your face. All right, before we go any further on the video, this is where I'm going to show you the comparison, the blunt comparison, where you can see as much as possible. It's very difficult whenever you don't have a screen showing you what you see, what the camera sees. So I tried to get the pistols as close to the camera as I could, to let you see it as clearly as possible. However, upon watching what was filmed, the pistols started to digress outside of the frame, so I apologize for that. However, I will still leave the footage in there so that you can be able to see it. We are obviously getting ready. You're getting ready to see the P365 with the side ports and the top port, and then you're going to be seeing at the very end this one right here. I'll let you see it up closer. I don't know if it's going to let you see it. This right here is the one that's going to be staying on the gun, as you will see. I will add an extra little side note before we get started. I do think that compensator that was on the gun before had a much more, the recoil impulse in the hands felt great. If you like, and only if you do not care about the blast that occurs around here, you do not care about that concussion, you do not care about the pressure that's going to occur around your face and everything, and that does not make you feel, that does not provide any discomfort for you, then 100% go for that one. I really, really, really liked that compensator. However, if that is a bother to you, this compensator with only the top porting is so much more enjoyable to shoot because you do not have that rearward pressure coming back, and it puts it closer to your face. So let's get back into the video. The one thing that is very annoying when you're at a semi-public range is that when you're trying to record, everybody else wants to shoot a lot. And just about before I even started this recording this video, it sounded like this actually. A lot of no shoot, or just shooting a couple here and there. All right, I'm gonna go and let y'all see. I'm gonna see how close I can get this up to the camera here. All right, that looked good. All right, let's get another mag. Here we go. This is non-compensated. Let you see what this is like. This is actually a full size, so that's... Well, let's switch targets. Here's the comparison. Let's see how it operates, see how it feels. Make sure y'all can see. Okay, right here. Okay. So I like this compensator so much more. Like a lot bit more. All right, so the gases on this are only being directed upwards. I have the same amount of downward pressure because the gases are leaving this direction, but I have because I don't have that porting on the side that is angled backwards, I am not getting all that pressure in my face. So you may wonder, hey Nathan, why would if you are focused downrange when you're shooting, how will you even be focused on the concussion? I mean, you're right, but even when you're focused downrange, you can still feel the concussion until you get used to it. You still can feel the concussion hitting you in the face. So I will say between the two compensators, that one and this one, I will definitely be this is definitely the one that's going to be staying on the pistol now, as I definitely like how this feels so much more than the other one. It is a little bit longer, it looks like, than the other compensator, because I think the other one, I have to take a look at it. I think that just came to the edge of the frame right there. But yeah, I don't know how it's going to look on film, because obviously I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely like this compensator so much more than the other one. Final thoughts. If you get a compensator, get this one, as I like it so much better. And as far as the enjoyability to shoot, because I did not feel all that concussion back in my face like I did with the other one. Yeah, so I really don't have a ton to say about getting a compensator, not getting a compensator. I just more wanted to make you aware of what happens when you do shoot with a compensator, especially one that has rearward facing ports or side porting.
You can definitely feel a lot more. Like whenever like I have an AR, you can definitely feel the uh, the difference shooting with a compensator on the side of the AR versus whenever you're shooting without the compensator on the AR, because you have all those gases that are pushing off to the side. Now, maybe if you're not shooting in like a bay like this, you won't be able to tell quite as much, but you're still able to tell. But basically the whole point is just to make y'all aware of what happens when you do shoot an AR, or not shoot an AR. You shoot a compensated item, but specifically with pistols because it's so much closer to your face. So that's the end of the video. If y'all found it at least somewhat useful, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, comment, help out a little bit, and that's a free way to help out. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Remember what to consider when looking into compensators, and y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later.